Hello everyone, another Tuesday, another TikTok. Are you ready for more slop? Cause I am. Let's get going. This one starts with, because apparently it's evil to have an inclusive classroom. Just by the look of this, I'm gonna assume that this is probably from before the election and maybe some of these things have changed. Let's see.
What's up? Let's do a tour of my
What's
inclusive
up?
classroom. Starting off with the social justice word wall we will be growing throughout the year. We did our identity maps and what is
Social
identity.
justice wall.
A large collection of books. More books.
It's just books.
Here is
What
our
are the books?
studio wall.
Are they social justice books?
More books. Oh,
Yeah.
a pronoun poster.
Pronoun.
Shocking pride flag.
Yeah, okay.
Yes, because love is a human right.
You matter.
And
Love is a
everyone
hu-
in this classroom matters.
Wait,
Our schedule wall.
love's not a human right.
More inclusive picture books.
Of course.
Pronoun mascot. Supply and work areas. Project stations.
A lot of this is just regular
inclusive
school stuff. And then there's that. Yeah.
Books.
Unapologetically queer. How old are these kids?
This is our growing calm center. And
Calm?
affirmations for the morning.
Okay.
And our
Mixtuli.
I'll be
MX,
showing
you see
more.
that?
That's my inclusive classroom.
Okay, congratulations. How old are these kids again? I went back and watched it. They don't say what years they're teaching. But I'm sure a lot of this nonsense has been pitched into the dumpster. Like half of that was just, regular class stuff. It's like, oh, books, oh, workstation, okay. And the other half of it is just a whole bunch of nonsense. If we're talking about younger ages, man, just teach them math and science. And, reading, language, whatever. This social studies stuff, like, I didn't see classes that would even tackle things that you might nowadays call woke until high school. And that's probably fine. University is definitely the appropriate age. But this looks like a kid's classroom. There's no reason to bring this stuff up this early.
Guys,
Hi, Karen.
how do you feel about the lot of us, blue voters, filing, I don't know if it would be a civil suit or a class action suit against Donald Trump and his
what?
minions
Is
for
this-
the stress and the anxiety and the effects on our mental health and physical health and well-being, along with the suffering of our relationships that Donald Trump has caused us.
Well, Karen, I'm sure a whole bunch of lawyers are going to be happy to take your money over a frivolous fucking lawsuit that's going to go nowhere. But that's about that. Jeez, maybe that article from the Weekly Sip where the guy wanted to make Trump derangement syndrome into an actual mental illness. Maybe there's something to that. Even though it was discovered he was trying to hook up with an underage girl. Florida, January 28th. Okay, what's going on, dude? Probably more Trump derangement stuff? He didn't say those words, they just appeared. Did you, think them? Spit it out.
I think.
You think?
How could I have ever seen something like this coming?
Why didn't
I
you
mean,
cut out all that previous stuff? Okay.
It's January 28th, 2025.
Yeah?
And I've already known that I need to relocate from Florida to New York as a refuge for safety.
Okay. Is Florida this person seems like they're a trans man, so is Florida passing
It's so overwhelming.
is Florida passing anti-transition laws, or what's going on?
Do you just go to...
They might be, I haven't kept up with it.
...and hope that the laws there protect you? Or do you seek asylum in Canada?
No,
Seeing other people
we have our own housing
hear
crisis,
about
don't
other
do it.
people having, their documents confiscated in ICE.
Are you an illegal dude?
Going after these individuals because of who they are.
A border hopper?
I'm trying to just, keep it cool. Not be emotional about what's going on.
Okay.
Been looking at, the Rainbow Railroad.
Oh my fucking god. Wait, the Rainbow Railroad.
That helps LGBT plus individuals who are seeking refuge.
No, don't come to Canada. Don't do it.
Looking at, Canadian websites.
No.
The laws.
No.
How do you seek asylum there? And I keep going back and forth.
Just move to California, dude. There's your blue
Just a
state
lot.
haven.
So I figured I would at least post a video to social media.
What, showing yourself
Other
crying
folks
like
now
crazy?
in the same situation. I'm sure they I know hundreds of trans folks, and I can only imagine.
Wait a minute. You can only imagine. You don't have to imagine. Aren't you going through it? Okay, so real talk. That was kind of cringe. At the same time, there is some pretty bad anti-trans stuff coming down the pipeline, going way farther than anything I would want to see. I don't necessarily begrudge trans people for, feeling like they're going to lose the right to transition as an adult, because, that might actually be on the chopping block in the next 4 years. That's way too far, in my opinion. But man, if you actually are worried about, like, Donald Trump rounding up the tranners and putting them into, concentration camps, maybe outing yourself on social media is not the smart thing to do. Maybe you should be just quietly making plans to get the fuck out. Move to California, move to New York if you think that's gonna work. Canada's fucked, don't come here. Basically, I've seen a lot of trans overreactions for sure, but I do think that we are in fact moving in that general direction, and it's gonna be pretty bad. So, it's not just irrational fear this time around, but don't be posting this shit on your TikTok, dude. Speaking of things being bad in Canada, scuffle breaks out in Toronto over Pokemon cards. Whoa! World Star! World Star! Get the Pokemon cards! Jesus Christ, dude. Nope, they all want their Pokemon cards. They're fighting. They're fighting over it. Wait, he shit himself? We're a bit too late on that, dude. Yeah, they're dispersing. Like, yeah, the cops are gonna get there, nothing's gonna happen. But still, holy fuck, a whole bunch of man-children just fighting over Pokemon cards. God damn. Like, I like video games, but Jesus. Can't say I'd ever do that. Oh, I recall hearing about this one. Let's check it out, guys. I think this is a coffee shop or a restaurant or something.
Well, yeah, but no, do you? We were being.
No, I don't respect your vote. I don't respect the shirt. Get the fuck out.
Does that have to do with anything with someone
Yeah.
wears?
Because he supports Trump, he's not going to serve him.
I spend hundreds of dollars a year a month. You're kicking me out because I'm a Trumper.
Yep. I don't even like Trump, but like that's ridiculous, obviously. And in fact, that guy lost his job because this is a statement from the business owner. Love that olive on Facebook. For everyone that heard about the incident earlier today at my store, I'm so sorry. I've worked so hard to build up this business over the last 15 years, and to have a momentary lapse in judgment by one employee damage reputation that I've spent years building is gut-wrenching. Regardless of your political views, rude behavior and foul language is never acceptable, and that employee has been terminated. To those that don't know me, I hope you can respect that a single employee's momentary bad behavior is not a reflection of my small business. And to all of you who have reached out with words of support, it means the world to me. Okay. So hopefully this person's business won't be destroyed. Because, as a liberal, I do believe very strongly in the idea of the public-private split, where the public domain is the domain of politics, where policies and voting and debate are concerned, and then the private domain is the personal, where you are in your private property, you're in your private life, and you should not be harassed in that privacy for how you choose to vote. Even if I heavily disagree with the vote, which I do in this case. Oh yeah, I did look at this one on the Weekly Sip as well. Moment United Nations judge is arrested for forcing woman to work as her slave. Check this out, guys.
So unfortunately, I'm going to have to now arrest you on suspicion of keeping somebody in slavery and servitude under the Modern Slavery Act. So you don't have to say anything, but it may harm your defence.
This is a UN judge who's living in the UK.
Anything you do say may be used as evidence.
Yep.
All right. Sorry?
I am a judge in my country. I even have immunity. I am not a criminal.
Yeah,
You've got immunity in this country.
She has some sort of diplomatic immunity through the UN, yes.
Passport.
It was revoked, by the
You're
way.
a diplomat.
Just been revoked.
So we'll need to see that then.
That was a great movie.
And then we'll need to speak to the embassy. If you are a diplomat.
I came here as a student. I don't need her to work for me. I didn't come with her. She asked me because she has worked at my home before. She asked me.
So what happened is that this UN judge who's residing in the UK enticed a woman from her home country to come to the UK and work for her, where she basically kept her as a slave and didn't let her leave or do anything. And it was finally discovered, so she lost her immunity and she got fucked over, which, by the way, she should. That's fucking ridiculous.
When you're black, you're never really lonely.
Okay.
Because there will always be a white person all up in your business.
Okay. Oh, okay. Oh my God. Here, let's play that again, but without the audio, so you know what's going on here. So what she's saying is because she's black, she doesn't belong here in this store where only white people shop, and these old white ladies are looking at her like, oh, how dare a black person be here? What the fuck is this? What happened to our country? What's actually going on is that she set up a fucking tripod, and then she stood there, and of course they're gonna look over and be like, what is she doing? Why is there a tripod? Why is there a camera? That's what they're looking at, not your fucking skin color, you moron. Party time tonight. Wait. Oh my god, it's Jesus. And he's floating around on a cloud. Oh, he's gonna go give the homeless some food. Yeah. Here he goes. Look at this guy. Oh, that's cool. Okay. That had to be like a Halloween night, like in a downtown somewhere where like it's normal for everyone to run around in costumes while going bar hopping, you know what I mean?
If you're pro-Trump, I better not see you
Nope.
in the international section.
What?
Y'all don't get to reap the benefits of people you're kicking out of the country.
You know that soy sauce and ramen noodles and, you know, Mexican spices or whatever the fuck, whatever you find in a grocery store's international section, enjoying that food is not reaping the brown people that you're kicking out of the country, all right, Ethot? I know how to cook Chinese food. I know how to cook Mexican food. I have the recipes. These dishes are not essentialized to these ethnicities.
Listen, if I pull up to the Mexican restaurant and I see a truck, because let's face it, it's going to be a truck.
It's going to be the same
with
thing?
a Trump bumper sticker, you're getting keyed. I don't even want to see you at Taco Bell. The only thing you get to eat for the rest of your life
is what?
Is plain white bread and mayonnaise. And I know that you were going to eat a lot of that anyway, but that's all you deserve. You deserve nothing that tastes good for the rest of your life.
You're so angry. Also, why do you live in the fucking rafters, lady? But yes, same bullshit. The whole white people don't season their food thing is fucking tired, dude. Huh? Oh my god. Okay, yeah, this is from that plane crash thing that I did a video on like a month ago or 2 months ago, whatever it was. Imagine being that person, like you're flying around in an airplane, maybe you're waiting to land or something, and you see like on the TV, airplane crashes across the country. You're like, oh shit, dude, what did I get myself into? Man, aside from that one trans guy in the green shirt, there's been a whole bunch of short TikToks today. Let's get one final long one to round it out. Here we go. This one's 3 minutes long. The black dating market was based on economic exclusion. Okay, dude.
The black dating market was built on economic exclusion.
Okay.
Right? I need y'all to understand that.
Okay, fill me in, buddy.
There's nothing that a black man or black woman could do to cause these, right? I'm gonna walk y'all through it and break it down so that way we can have a conversation.
Educate me, Miracle.
The thing is that black people were set up to fail. Y'all keep acting like the problem's black men versus black women, but like we woke up one day and just decided to hate each other. No, the real problem is that black men got systemically robbed, black women got systemically locked out, and then America told us to date like white people, right? In a system that was never built for us to win.
Told us to date like white people. Are you saying that black people just can't date like white people? For some reason you can't, you know, find girls and then date them and then have a relationship and then get married, have kids? Like, is there something in black people naturally that means you can't do this? Like, there's no way you're saying this, right?
Right, so let's just start with the facts. Black men weren't allowed to build generational wealth. Every time we tried, they stole it. Tulsa, burn. Rosewood, burn. The GI Bill handed to white men.
This stuff's actually true. There's some good points here, yeah.
Excluded black workers at first.
Black people were definitely excluded from a lot of this stuff.
Free houses, free education, and a head start. Black men, you know what they got? Job discrimination, mass incarceration, and redlining. But somehow we're expected to be providers in the same way. How?
There is some real historic injustices here, but I mean, the mass incarceration thing, part of that is on you, you know? For example, I've never been arrested for possession of cocaine, and it's not because my skin's white, it's because I've never possessed fucking cocaine.
Right, like that's the conversation that black men are trying to have, but hold on. There's another conversation that's going on.
Okay, what's the other one?
Let's hear it. Black women weren't allowed to build financial security either, right? They couldn't own property for years.
Well, that's
right?
just
Couldn't
all
even
of
get a
them
bank account
in
without
the
a
States.
husband or father signing. Right? Got pushed into domestic work that paid nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Okay.
And they were forced
Again,
to be
partially true, yeah.
caretakers even when they work full time. So now they're exhausted, right? Because America expects them to work full time and be full time caregivers, unpaid, no development, nor growth. Are you seeing it?
Okay, yeah, fair enough.
Right?
Fair
the
enough.
American dating model was never for us. The American dating model does not work with black couples.
Hold on. How is this related to the American dating model, though? Because you've laid out some real historic injustices. But none of this means that you can't find a girlfriend now.
So instead of fixing the system, America just told us, work harder. Black men stop being so broke. Black women stop being so independent. No, just fix the decades of exclusion that got us here. Okay, just fix the road that took us here.
But that's the thing, though, is that it has been. Like, redlining no longer exists. Yeah, okay, there are some downstream effects. At some point, it does become on you. You can't keep blaming history forever. What are you going to do? Sit around and have a shit life and be like, oh man, it's somebody else's fault? I mean, even if it is, wouldn't it be better if you did something about it?
She would have had to stay home her whole life. Had to find a man her whole life.
Lots of women are like that, though, man. That
isn't normal, bro. You didn't need to go find a wife to be able to succeed in life. You didn't feel like that.
What?
Okay, and I hate that I have to explain it, but we're not the enemy. Both are struggling, but instead of fixing the system, America just makes us turn on each other. So if we're going to talk about black dating struggles, we have to talk about how economic exclusion created relationship insecurity in the first place. Stop blaming each other. Start blaming policies that rob both of us.
Okay. So at the very least, it wasn't some race essentialist bullshit, which I have heard in other places on the internet, so fair enough. But a lot of these things that he's talking about, insofar as they were true, they're not true now, okay? The downstream effects are fading, especially, by the way, as the economy gets worse. So you're sitting here saying the system has to be fixed. Yeah, but the ways in which the system has to be fixed do not only affect black men. And in some ways, they don't even disproportionately affect black people either. And frankly, there's just no substitution for good old-fashioned hard work. It might suck that your life is in the gutter. It might not be your fault, but you know what? You can still get up and do something positive. It is always better for you in the long run to take positive action rather than play the victim card and hope somebody else is going to do something for you. Okay, guys, that about does it. We're at the end of TikTok Tuesday once again. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you for all your TikTok submissions. If you want to send me something I can go over on the show, drop them in my Discord. I'll see you guys next time. Have a good one. I love you.